God, why are you such an ass?
Who is that?
Doesn't matter, we're talking about faction.
Your mother's a whore!
Whoa, whoa, whoa. So how do you deal with faction?
Okay, so there are two methods of curing the mischiefs of faction. The one by removing cause, the other by controlling its effects. There are, again, two methods of removing the causes of faction. The one by destroying the liberty, which is essential to its existence. The other by giving to every citizen the same opinions, the same passions, and the same interests. It could never be more truly said than of the first remedy that was worse than the disease. Liberty is to faction what air is to fire, an ailment without which is instantly expires. But it could not be less folly to abolish liberty, which is essential to political life because it nourishes factions, than it would be to wish the annihilation of air, which is essential to animal life because it imparts to fire its destructive agency.
So, what does that even mean?
Basically, it means we cannot remove the causes of factions, so we have to control the effects.
Why couldn't you just say that?
Because I didn't want to.
Okay. So, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know what I'm concerned about, just a second. Okay, so America is already divided. I don't know who they are. America is already divided into three classes or descriptions of men, and in a few years there will only be two. The first class is all those men of fortunate reputation who stepped forward in the late revolution because they were against the administration, not the government of Great Britain. Basically the aristocrats whose pride is against equal law. People who are, well, really, really rich, who are scared of losing their property. And those noble assholes who sacrifice their time and their talents to public service without even getting an honorary reward. Yeah, they're the first class. In general, all these various people would prefer...
The British are coming! The British are coming!
I think they already left.
No, they didn't. They're back.
Not yet. Where was I? Okay, the second class is...
Run! Let's go!
Anyways, the second class is basically the men that are so wise to discover that their ancestors and indeed all the rest of mankind were and are complete morons. We have a lot of these people in this country and basically say that two governments or one government over another government cannot exist. The second class can never include any of the yowmen of the Union who never affect superior wisdom and have no interest but the public good. It can be only said to exist at the birth of the government. As soon as the first and third classes become more decided in their views, this will divide with each and dissipate like a mist, or seep down into what are called moderate men. So basically, this is the class that won't be later. Anyways. And the third class are Republicans and true Democrats who are, in general, charming madmen. In this class may be counted men of the greatest mental powers and of as sublime... whatever, look. These are like the farmers, the yowmen. They own pretty much all the land, 1/3 of it, and half the people in America are voting for them. More or less, the point in all this is the preservation of parties is what public liberty depends on. Whenever men are so unanimous on great public questions, whenever there is but one party, freedom ceases to exist. The object of a free and wise people should be so to balance parties, that from weakness of all you may be governed by the moderation of the combined judgments of the.
My turn.
No,
I will smack the shit out you, bitch.
I have a beard.
A republic, by which I mean a government, in which the scheme of representation takes place, opens a different prospect, and promises the cure for which we are seeking. Let us examine the points in which it varies from pure democracy, and we shall comprehend both the nature of the cure and the efficiency with it. What is wrong with you? With it must derive from the Union. The two great points of difference between a democracy and a republic are first, the delegation of the government, and the later, to a small number of citizens elected by the rest. Secondly, the greater number of citizens and greater sphere of country over which the later may be extended. So basically what I'm trying to say here is that a republic is better than a democracy due to the fact that it has a medium of a chosen body of citizens whose patriotism and love of justice will be least likely to sacrifice it to temporary or partial considerations. So basically it's allowing for the effects of factions to be controlled and keeping, like in a larger republic, it keeps from radicals being put into the government.
Yeah, well, I'm taking this.
Okay.